wonderful. I want to change gears just a little bit. You know, I find people tend to fear what they don't know. And if people who started sailing the oceans at the time of Columbus would have believed that the world was flat, we never would have had the great discoveries of the New World. The typical attitude, too, that I get from so many elected officials who have no idea what they're talking about, they're ignorant on a topic, is that everyone who is involved in the area that they maintain their greatest ignorance, that everyone who is participating in that area is either bad or dishonest. And therefore, the elected official must rush in and help people from these. I find this a lot when we talk about initial coin offerings. We're talking about blockchain technology. There's a lot of ignorance about how special this area is. And given your division's jurisdiction as it relates to cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings, do you have any circumstances that come to mind that might render a token sale as something other than a securities offering?
The initial sale, it's quite hard to have an initial sale without having a securities offering, which is why the chairman has noted that the initial sale of these may require compliance or exemptions.
Well, let me ask you a question about that. Is it possible that a utility token would not be a security because it's not done for capital formation?
It is certainly possible that there are tokens that would not have the hallmarks of a security. And over time, many of these fundraisings are intended to develop networks where a token may be used to buy a good or service, and that's its only use. It doesn't have much utility.
No, I understand, but there's a difference.
In other senses.
If you can just, this is the difference. I mean, I get this all the time. People are suggesting that everything that is done in this area involves a currency or something like a currency or a security. But in fact, a security or a utility token is nothing more than a card, if you would, that will allow you access to a certain platform so that you can participate. Is it possible in your jurisdiction that that may not qualify as something that's a security offering?
We certainly can imagine a token where the holder is buying it for its utility and not as an investment. And in those cases, especially if it's a decentralized network in which it's used and they're not central actors, we would have just information asymmetries where they know more than the investors in those tokens.
I got to get this in before my time runs out. You've stated that, quote, sponsors of offerings conducted through the use of a distributed ledger or blockchain technology must comply with the securities law, close quote. You also stated, quote, investors need the essential facts behind any investment opportunity so they can make fully informed decisions. How can we improve the regulatory clarity for entrepreneurs here in the United States so that their contribution to something that may not be a security will not see enforcement actions by the SEC?
I'll allow a quick reply.
One of the things we're doing is meeting with the participants who have these ideas that think that they may have a token that shouldn't be regulated as a security to work through with them how that may be structured.
Wonderful. I'll follow up in writing. I've got a bunch of other questions. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Chair.
Gentleman's time has expired. With that, gentleman